Oh my god. The blob. Oh my god. Stuka, please. Stuka, please. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot. Small audio issue, but hey, we're doing a 4v4 on Red Ball Express. We got a number of players, some of which I can't pronounce, but those players did successfully flank and knock out Red, who went Askrens, which always a great sign for the Allies, defeating Askrens early on. Anyway, we got ourselves 2 Soviet, an American, a Brit, versus 4 Austere, being Purple, Patman, Pink, Geo Megawatt, Herring, Old Fritz, Indy to You, and Blue. I'll probably say Looper. No, Lopper? Sklopper? We'll say Sklopper, because that sounds fun. That sounds like a funny name. Sklopper. Anyway, we got ourselves engineers hiding in a building. Sure, why not? Pioneers and multiple MGs. A lot of MGs. Hot damn. 4 MGs are going to be on this front, so good old MG spam. Everyone likes that. Anyway, we got ourselves a scout car being made, so interesting choice to go with a scout car variation. I'm assuming he's trying to use maybe a flame unit or something. But anyway, this was made by a fan. If you want to submit your own, again, down below to my Gmail or Facebook. Gmail or my Discord. I used to take it on Facebook. Now I don't care about Facebook. Now I think it, not for quite some time. Indy, I'm not sure what you're doing, but there's a thing called making men. And I would highly recommend doing that and pumping out those men. Alright, gets a lieutenant. What, is he going to mass produce 50 cows or something? I'm not sure, but okay. Unless he's trying to go for maybe something else, like Rangers or Rangers. I honestly don't know. Doctrine-wise, we got ourselves Jaeger Armor, so we got Elephant. We got ourselves Strategic Reserve, so Tiger Ace. And also a Direct Strike via Storm Doctrine, so with Artillery. So looks like the Allies actually are in for a rough time because the Axis are covering their bases pretty well. Infantry section just being hammered by the MG. Forced back. Excellent job. Grenadiers trying to hold this key position. Grenade is thrown. Pioneers are... Oh, they do move actually just out of the way so they don't lose that much health. Counterattack happening on the right with the Askrens and also the MG coming back. Allies are not... Wait, they won the fight, but they decide, you know what? We're going to let the Germans take it. Is that what they're doing right now? Because it seems like that's what they're doing. Luckily, a good hit knocks out the Pioneer. So, great job, especially keeping the flamethrower on the ground. Grenadiers retreating. What is happening? Alright, third squad comes on in. Being a Grenadier, picks up the flamethrower. Sniper is over here as well. So, Sklopper, excellent job with that. At least it's providing some fire support and helping against infantry. Thank you, by the way, to Ovadi for the raid. Awesome. I mean, maybe not awesome because I just saw a unit just walk to their death. But it's, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, again, thank you so much, Ovadi. MG is covering. Mortar fire is coming down thanks to the double mortar. Actually, more than double mortar. Because this guy has 2 mortars. And then you have a purple with 2 mortars. Which, yeah, seems like it's definitely breaking up the Allies quite a bit. Old Fritz has just an infantry section. Do you have more units? Ah, yes, you did, and they all died. So this seems like a game where everyone's losing units. Speaking of which, MG might die here. Unless these guys can throw grenades, maybe kill the blob. Blob being 3 or more units in close proximity to each other. He does get 1. I don't think either side knows the button to retreat. That's T, by the way. At least on my keyboard, it is T. Enjoy your fans replay Sunday, my friend. Ah, thank you, man. MG kind of guarding over the area. Sniper coming in, hopefully wear them down, which is good. I'm glad he has something to wear down that. Again, being only 4 models shouldn't take too long before he either retreats it or loses a squad. Either way, it's a win for the Soviet. Before you say, Greyshot, what about the conscripts? That's their job. Take the hits for the sniper to wear down the MG. But the Axis have successfully taken over the left with heavy amounts of MGs, mortars, and other things. Nice forward position over here. Let me double check their play time overall, because I actually honestly want to see what are we looking at. Alright, a bit of a mixed bag. And okay, it looks like the Allies are actually worse off than the Axis, with actually a decent player being Orange, which makes sense. He does seem to be a guy who knows what he's doing, building the bunker, having Panzergrens, and locking down this territory, it looks like. Now, I would say tellers would be a good idea, and also a good job killing the scout car that just haphazardly charged it into the enemy lines and didn't really do all that much. We also got ourselves a utility car. Again, in D2U, there's a thing called manpower. You are allowed to use it. This is a thing you can do. You're not forbidden. Anyway, we have assault infantry section being deployed. So again, that's from airborne troops and Lend-Lease respectively, which I used to say wasn't maybe as proficient in a 1v1 environment, but with the strafing support now coming on in, and again, always reliable assault infantry section, it does make the commander a little better in the 1v1s, not 1v, definitely great in the 1v1 sphere, but definitely better in the 4v4 sphere. Let's see, we also got shock rifle for an IS-2 and recon support. A lot of what the Axis has could counter a lot of this stuff, but we'll see. And Indy to you immediately drops. Okay, just amazing. Now we have a even, well, I don't even know worse, because I don't know, because again, it's not like he was deploying that much. Maybe the AI could be better. He's playing the long game. Ah, yes, immediately drops from the game. I see your point, Chad. He's playing the long game. Anyway, it's now a 3v4. And allies are pretty much on the back foot on most of the territories under Axis control. And they're down to players. So I see this game being over pretty quickly at this point. And maybe a troll replay? We'll see. Johnny's like, I see rifle lurking in the chat. There's a sniper here. Fun fact, maybe deploy a flare. I mean, once you get the... Well, okay, maybe not a flare from there. Don't you have a... No, he doesn't have a mortar. Maybe just move up and start hitting the targets. Conscript gets neutralized by the mortar, it looks like, because there are tons. Greyhound decides to go in for the charge thanks to the AI's proficient, amazing tactical genius, being that charging a pack gun and immediately dies. So that tactical genius just ate shit. On the far right, we have a Panzer Grenadier, Grenadier, and Pioneer charge with a 2-2-2, killing the sniper that had veterancy. The paratrooper squad hopefully perishes, and the Pathfinder unit, thanks to the AI, is trying to hold him back, unless it does a direct fire option, or it actually calls in a decoy barrage. I do not think it's going to hold. Alright, we have Old Fritz coming in with his assault officer, maybe a good Gavin bomb? Okay, once again, Purple decides to not hit that T button, which is very important in CoH2. Again, as someone who's been routinely told the T button exists for unknown reasons, make sure you press that T button if you need to. We also have the Pathfinders moving on in. They are actually trying to hit the mortars. There isn't much there. They put the bunker here to stop infantry, but the AI smartly went around. I know it's shocking. The AI can go around defenses. It is harder to do, but not impossible. Infantry section push on in. Has been upgraded to 5-man squad, so at least someone here has a brain. That said, so too does Geo, who manages to circumvent the MG. He is using armor piercing rounds, but because he's going around in circles, Sklopper, I just find that name funny. Anyway, he manages to knock out the Dushka. Maybe the Germans can pick that up in a moment. Assault Grenadiers are currently fighting the paratrooper squad. MG suppresses the big old blob. Throw the grenades! Oh, this is gonna be good. Yes! Lots of manpower losses for this guy. Doesn't lose a squad, but manpower is affected and he will retreat. 222 did die though, thanks to the T-70, which I didn't expect. But one thing I didn't expect as well is 1, 2, 3 shock troops as well. Okay, blue going with the heavy infantry focus. Also, we have caches down thanks to the AI, which I really hope the AI built that, because that would be amazing if the AI built caches. Because man, it's like he's trying to support his team. Assault Grenadiers go down thanks to the infantry section. Panzer Grenadiers are also retreating. Megawatt losing a good chunk of his army right there thanks to the combined efforts of the Soviet and the Brits. Maybe the AI could... Oh my god. Can the AI finish on... AI is like leading the Panzer Grenadier. That's amazing. He's trying to body block it. Now he's going around. Okay, allies take over the right pretty effectively. Captain is behind enemy lines. What is the AI? Oh my god, AI's... Guys, this might be the first game where we've seen actual intelligent AI. Although, to be fair, Shrek Blob coming on in, and we have a unit that could possibly Faust the T-70, so we'll see if Squalper is smart enough to get out of there. Meanwhile, AI presses mid, but again, bunker's there, so I don't expect much. On the left, you have a giant shock troop blob. We'll get to that in a second. I just want to see if this captain lives. Probably not. I assume the Jaeger command squad will pick it off. Although they almost get the cash. If they get that cash, that would be amazing. Wait, is the captain gonna live? No. And the AI retreats and actually lives. Oh my god. Guys, hell is frozen over. Anyway, on the left, we have a force that is prepping to push, I think. Shrek team is coming on over to force them away. Patman does have 800 manpower and is already jumped up to getting himself a tier 3 or tier 4 building. Shrek team kills the T-70 because of pathfinding. I like it's right next to the scout card. That just makes it even sweeter for this victory. Also, the sniper in the building. Blue, I'm asking this honestly. What do you think that's going to do? It'll keep the sniper alive. Yeah, they'll throw a bundle grenade in it and kill it. Oh my god, jumps out the back door, runs, and immediately realizes he doesn't have that much strength and dies. So, awesome job. Anyway, Rifleman about to die. At the very least, Pink has forces in mid, like an AT weapon to hopefully hold back any additional, or any armor that comes in through mid. 2-2, and also the Jaeger command squad cleaning up infantry. There was a plane crash, but there was a dive or something over here, wasn't there? Or a dead unit? Maybe not. Shock troops all group up over here, realizing their attack against a solid fortified line may have not been the best idea without support. Lend-Lease gets neutralized by the blob from Squalper. Squalper? Squalper, that's it. I don't know what you're doing, but AT grenades might be a good idea. There we go, he throws a couple. Or one. Stu just walks away. Though I can't say the Axes are exactly winning this game either. Or at the very least dominating. They are winning in VPs, don't get me wrong. They are doing that. But like, okay. Like, if there is a god in this world, let a mortar drop down on the blob. Yeah, don't do that. Chat, if you ever see all 4 units packed in, type your teammates saying, please don't get your men killed before a Goliath takes them out. Anyway, a fine position is made, and quickly realized that was a really bad idea, having no defenses there. And Oswind, yeah, just murders AI's units. AI, never forget your old ways. Anyway, luckily, Blue has effective AT to neutralize the Oswind. And I just completely lied to you. He has no form of AT. The only AT on the map right now, possibly able to fight him, is the AI with a possibly double bazooka team, or at least one, which does effectively push back the Oswind. It looks like he has 2. Hold on. He does. He honestly upgraded and then gave the guy a bazooka team. All right. Sure, why not? Shock troop blob in mid. Flamethrowers hurting the bunker, I believe. Oswind, though, about to clean up the infantry. Same with the second squad. Can we actually get some good shock troop kills? And yeah, the squad in the back is being torn apart. Now on the right, I don't suspect Geo's really going to take anything. But again, I am just shocked by the fact the AI is actually doing something. That is my biggest takeaway of this game so far. Stug on standby. Let's see, Oswind coming on over. Paratroopers fighting. So typically guards with PTRS rifles could hurt that armor. Problem, these guards don't have those AT weapons. So the Oswind's like, I'm sorry, I don't fear you. Anyway, forces push on the Panzergrenadier squad. I'm glad that Blue managed to get a penal just for AT purposes. That's a really solid strategy. Infantry section are, or assault, sorry, I keep saying infantry section. The assault infantry section are at least guarding this area, and they have some good veterancy to them. I'll give credit where credit's due. But Oswind's cleaning up the infantry section on the front. Again, old Fritz, there's a button. It is called the T key. All right. the T key is very important for units. All right. If you need a further explanation, Johnny, who never lets me forget about it, is right now in the chat and will assist you with those needs. AI decides to charge with the Sherman. I mean, he does have armor-piercing rounds. We'll see how effective they are against the Oswin, but he's just chilling back, hitting the MG. MG section pushes right. They don't necessarily have an effective counter to the Panzer IV. They can drop smoke to stop it from firing, so there is that. Did he think there was a mine there or something? I don't know. Anyway, MG section charge. Panzer IV wears it down with the MG. Fire comes down on the bunker, with another bunker most likely to reinforce. Right? Another bunker over here for an MG. Like, they're fortifying the left. I'm glad, but maybe get off your laurels, Pat-Man, because it seems like the Axis might need some support in mid. They killed the Sherman pretty quickly with the Stug and the Panzers, but still, they could probably use some support. Never mind, Allies in full retreat. What do I know? Alright, so I'm just going to take logic. I'm just going to wrap it up in a ball and just chuck it out the window because... Oh, good. I'm glad the Panzerwerfer was called in on your own units. That's always a great sign. That's always a great sign. There's enemy forces at this position. They have STG-44s. Roger that. We'll fire the Werfer. Wait. Only our troops have STG-44s. Oh, shit. Strike was just called, you dumbass. Anyway, Firefly, luckily, is called in, and that's not that bad of a move. Though armor is unopposed as they charge enemy positions. And I don't think a single Firefly is going to hold against that. Although Oswind is a weird choice, but Panzer IV is flanking the Firefly. Does bounce. Firefly as well misses. AT gun is there. Might be able to hold back some of the armor. Again, solid work by the AI. Firefly hits the Panzer IV as it focuses on the AT gun. Oswind could come in to assist, but that would require assistance, and I don't think that's likely. Oh, good. I'm glad Pink actually came in to help. It's amazing. AT guns neutralized. AI just walking around. But AI has the largest army on the map right now, which makes me want to slap my face. And ask why. Bazooka team is also taking mids. The AI trying to stop the bleed, which he does by decapping the territory. Counterattack coming in, but again, versing armor, not exactly the best force against the back gun, sure, but I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do against that other than maybe call an artillery. Firefly continues to wear down. AI does heal that, and they do not cut the infantry around it. Stug, not sure what was going on there, but maybe you should help. You know who should probably help? The guy sitting on his side. It's like, really? Panther? You could actively help kill the Firefly, but no, you're gonna sit there and just chill. We have some, oh, there's the Werfer. Kills that infantry section, or sorry, the assault officer. Artillery's coming down here to hopefully press the armor back, but again, there's no AT to fight off this Panzer IV. The Firefly's still healing. The infantry blob that was designed to fight the Oswind, I mean, actually die in mass in front of the Oswind, went down. Okay, now we have blue going mass penal, and it does wonders, killing the Panzer IV. Okay. For loop, I will not disclose if the AI sent the replay, though. I won't fault you if you thought that. Plane goes in for the strike, was amazing, and then immediately got shot down. So, yeah. Great IL-2 strike. Sklopper just really defying your name right there. MG opens fire. Might be able to stop the penals, but they are close enough to throw a satchel. The problem is, chat, is they don't have the resources to throw a satchel because they drop fire, most likely in mid, which, great, but you're very lucky he retreated and didn't just keep shooting you because he probably could have held you back. Armor thrust into mid once again, trying to hurt a lot of the allied forces. Sherman opening fire with high explosive rounds, and a lot of the allied forces are retreating, or at least hanging back. AT guns remanned, although not focusing on the armor, focusing on the infantry, because that makes sense. Meanwhile, we do have a blob coming in from behind. Two squads might be able to kill it if they throw satchels, but as long as Pink keeps distance, should be fine. There goes one squad. Actually, we might lose it. And come on, come on, second squad. Werfer comes in, they're gonna kill it. Ah, 2 free dead, you know, units. That's good. Or 2 more units that the Soviets no longer have. Ah, yes. Let's charge the Panzer IV directly into a blob of conscript. Or, okay, there is one conscript. Maybe he did see that. I shouldn't be that negative. But AT grenade stops him. Firefly kills it. Okay. You know, I'm just saying this right now, but maybe sending your armored units without infantry support is not the best idea. Maybe it isn't. Shock troops are heading left again, but we have 1 bunker, we have 2 bunker, we have plenty of Werfers. Looks like Patman's been Werfer spamming a bit. This Panther is literally like, I see all the blood on there, but that's obviously fake because it hasn't moved. Like, his entire army has just literally been doing this. It's just like, ah, yes, I can just simply relax. Yeah, you other people can fight. I'm not even gonna worry. It's like, come on, do something. Anyway. They shoot down the plane in mid, which is good, but the Firefly is continuously hanging the armor. And with the other forces, they've slowly pushed the Germans back. Handbrake is stuck. Has to be, chat, has to be. AI is actually doing a flanking maneuver on the MG. Wait, I mean, sure, it's with a pack gun, but it's the thought that counts, chat. It's the thought that counts. Air support's coming into mid. Might be able to help push back the Axis. Panzer IV pretty low thanks to the airstrike, and infantry was hurt a bit, but again, the Soviets retreated. A lot of infantry that's good against other infantry, not so much against armor. Panzer IV is diving the Firefly? Really? Oh, Firefly did miss. I mean, so did the Panzer, so I can't say that much. Oh my god, we have purple going a Panther. That could push back a Firefly. They're diving against it. IS-2! Blue, you beautiful bastard! That's the perfect time! Axis are like, the fuck is that thing? As it kills a Panzer IV. Get back, get back. Oh yeah. IS-2 and the Firefly drive the Axis away. Katyusha fire as well hurts them. And AI does a massive flanking maneuver, taking over a good chunk of the right. Panzer IV coming in with Oswin to try to alleviate some of the front, but Panther having a rough time with that IS-2. This Panther has decided, you know what, I need to move. And he did, and he actually is killing some stuff. I really want that Panther to be like coming in, but like, guys, let me show you how it's done. Walks in after killing some small units and then get immediately bodied. That's what I want. This is a game submitted to me, by the way, chat. Shock troops pushing on in. Oh my god. The blob. Oh my god. Stuka, please. Stuka, please. Do you feel that, guys? Do you feel that the amount of loss that was just taken in by the trap set? Ah, yes, that such a good moment. He did lose some of his men, but yeah, that was a good strike. That was a really good strike. Anyway, Soviets just got decapitated on their front, and now just penals and a half-dead IS-2. 3 shocks are worth it. I would agree. That was a great IL-2 strike by Purple. We do have a small counterattack Panzers coming in to help clear up the AI's forces, which, by the way, you would say, well, Greyshot. The AI, I mean, he's not that good of a player. And I would say you're not wrong, but he has a population that's literally on the upwards of being the highest. He has the highest population right now. It's neck and neck, but still, I find that quite funny. Big old blob coming on in, which is a very bad idea. Luckily, penals look like they did satchel and maybe hurt the Panzer. Bunker is removed as well, so they keep charging. Firefly gets the kill. Big old group of Ostwind and Panzers, or sorry, Stug, Ostwind, Panzer. Fire against the infantry, trying to hold it back. Katusha hitting all of them. Penals might be able to satchel, and they do. They're close up as well, so it's going to be 2 for 1. Firefly coming on. Air support helps clear up their remaining armor. Frag bomb kills some infantry in mid, but that was a thing. That was a game. So the Axis just lost the majority of their men. And once again, Orange is like, I guess now I have to assist. AI, oh my god, going in for the dive. 1 Panzerwerfer down. Holy mackerel. He's like, guys, this may be we might actually have a game where the AI submitted the replay. 2 Werfers down, thanks to the AI. IS-2 trying to go for the kill, unable to see it. Come on, AI, come on. Gets the kill, 3rd one, takes out the Werfer. Oh, by the way, the Panther did die, by the way. I was so awestruck by the AI diving. I honestly might say the AI is the best player in this game right now. I am very close to declaring that. The Sherman does die to the Tiger, but luckily MG knocks out the AT gun. The Soviet forces are continuously pressing, though they don't really have much to stop or hurt this thing. Paratroopers are dropping into the front. Firefly on standby, which very close to the tellers, by the way. Other Firefly dealing with the Ostman and Panzer in mid. Axe is taking severe losses across the board. Again, Patman just lost most of his army right now. His Panzer Grenadiers, his Panther, his Werfers, everything. Firefly trying to go in for a long shot. I don't think he will be able to unless he stops and allows him to be shot. That works. I'm fine with that. But alas, he still doesn't have range, or at least he can't see it. Bazooka team is firing on the Tiger. Howitzer hitting the back lines. Again, I don't suspect the AI's forces to live very long, but at least the Katusha coming in from his teammate does kill a Grenadier, or Panzer Grenadier, and hurts the Jaeger command squad. Firefly coming in against the Panzer. Actually hits the Tiger of all things. The AI must be Skynet level smart. AI's back must be hurting right now. Fireflies do manage to push back the Panther. Direct fire misses both shots. Stew gun standby. Grenadiers could hopefully reman that pack to use against the Fireflies. Look, Old Fritz, good job with your Fireflies. You have lost some of your men, like your assault infantry section, but overall, not too bad. It's not too bad. They have stopped. We're again. Yotats, thank you very much for the follow. Again, anyone who follows today, thank you so very much for your support. Like a co-streamer who followed me, who I forgot to call out. Thank you. Anyway, Oswin opens fire, kills the Penals, knocks it out. Infantry section just trying to hold on to the point, being like, okay, just can't lose this. We have the AI. With the AI's intelligence, it'll lead us to victory. And you know what? AI got a Jackson. So the AI did get a solid tank destroyer to work against the enemy. So can't say AI isn't doing anything. Firefly continuously holds back the enemy armor. Katusha comes on in, so at the very least the oh, the IS-2 is also operational now. Awesome. Well, Squappers, Katushas in mass are so far not in harm's way and have successfully held back the German infantry movements. Major moving on in. Okay. IS-2 diving. Misses, but does get veterancy with the against the pack gun. Firefly misses against the Stew. IS-2 though is at half health. Are we about to see the IS-2 die here? AI, I'm 4 dimensions ahead of you kids. Tiger trying to come in against the IS-2. Forgets about the fireflies along the corner. AT gun from the AI turning. Jackson moving. Jackson behind the enemy, fighting the Pioneer. Let's not talk about that. Panther is down. Tiger is charging. Air support's called in against the Tiger. Is pretty effective. Gets the majority of its shots. Now walks into a... Does he actually dodge the penal because of the smoke? Panther sacrifices itself so the Tiger could live. And AI successfully clears up everything in the sector and moves up the border to grab the territory. Okay. Tiger does survive. Lamau. Axis forces are, by the way, averaging in the upper 30s. At best case, maybe low 40s, but still not great. Allies are averaging in the mid 70s, the upper 70s. Geo has decided to leave, hopefully allowing for an AI of equal intelligence to take over on his part. Yeah. We have a Greyhound trying to assist on the front with that AT gun. Yeah, good thing you pulled the Jackson back. Doubt. Let's see. Infantry's pushing on the right, but got neutralized by the MG. Makes sense. AI can't, AI can't focus ever at once. AI managed triple cap exactly, as forces everywhere. It's all knowing, all seeing. Meanwhile, Geo's AI decides to charge the enemy and possibly loot. AI did AT grenade. He's like, this AI's like, wait, you're not supposed to be that smart. I never use AT grenades. Panzer IV gets neutralized. Oswin about to be neutralized by the T-34. And, yeah. Yep, DJF will head on over. Don't worry. Greyhound does die to the Stug. But I just don't. I'm just befuddled right now. I am honestly and truly befuddled by everything that's happening right now. Anyway, IS-2 moving on in against the Stug. At least AI kills it. T-34 can go in for a ram right now. Make sure it dies. It's been stunned by what? Is there another pack gun somewhere? I don't see anything. Maybe the IS-2 did that? Not sure. Oh, you did the fragmentation shell. That's why. T-34 giving chase. Squawper is trying to make sure it doesn't die. Ram! Ram for your life! You bounce off the rear armor. Oh my god. Missing again. T-34 gets killed. Firefly's moving on against the Panzer IV. There is a AT gun there, but yeah, there's a lot of armor it has to deal with. Chat, I am shocked. AI grabbing territory, capping. Double KV-8, by the way, on the field. They'll burn away the remaining infantry. Nice balance, balanced. Yeah, the Tiger's rear armor survived that shot. I'm really surprised. Not so surprised to see that literally the Axis are in full retreat across the entire map. And the other AI is just not really pulling as much weight as you would assume. I will say that Tiger, that Tiger has been extremely lucky. But I don't think the third time's going to be the charm for it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just putting it out. Stu getting the rear armor. Surprised there isn't much to assist it. Jackson still needs repairs. So, AI pulling back for safety. Now we have Purple leaving. So, Purple's gone as well. He's like, I don't have much left. I'm done. It is slowly falling to the orange player being the last one remaining. Alright, because it's an AI, I'm going to fast forward it because now we have 2 AI. And I fully expect that we probably won't see much except for maybe a Tiger charge. GG, says Old Fritz. What does the remain? Patman has been replaced. He doesn't even have the courtesy to try to attack. Wow. Okay. Doesn't even have the courtesy to use this tiger one last time. They do a big charge, but end up dying, and the tiger immediately gets pushed back and blown up by air support. Axis forces just get pummeled in their assault by artillery fire and armor, and get set packing. There is one Panther along the side. Firefly does keep its distance and will keep striking it from afar. While another one comes in, and they effectively kill it. KV-8 just burning everything in its way. Armor just being cleaned up. And that's game. I like how last game had a bunch of like top tier players, but honestly I am more shocked by the AI's performance than anything else today. Like, that is probably the most shocking thing I've seen. But no, this game is pretty much wrapped up. We're just gonna fast forward through it. Everything's being cleaned up by the IS-2, which, hey, has 34 kills, so pretty solid effort there. And now it's just a slow grind versus the scattered units that decide to keep charging. The only player left has no units on the field, to kind of give you a perspective. So, the only players actively fighting right now to hold the game is the Axis AI. And with a KV-8 right there, I don't suspect them grabbing the VP. All the infantry just burns to death. IS-2 charges the base with Katusha fire hitting the position. Wears it down quite a bit. IS-2 pulls back. Lots of good fire. And that's game. Victor, sir, it seems that AI was giving them a thorough beating. Yeah, you're not wrong, Victor. 100% not wrong. Okay, so I want, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say that I want to thank the AI for submitting this replay. But Indy to you, unfortunately's AI is not the person submitted. That would be Old Fritz, whose Fireflies did considerable amount of damage. Top kills actually went to Sklopper, which I'm assuming Katusha's. And maybe, yeah, no, I would say that. And then on the flip side, top damage, again, Old Fritz. Again, on the Axis side, we had Pink with top damage. Top kills goes to Geo. Let's double check this. Firefly, 48,000 damage. Hurring is 234, actually got 31 kills. Katusha's, though, got 50, so yeah, a lot of kills there. Indy to you, his Sherman take dive against the Werfers. Fantastic. Amazing job right there. Killed all three of them. Even as an AI. 60 kills for the IS-2. Excellent job there. Let's see. Again, Zuni, 48 kills. Not too bad with the Panzer Grenadiers, though did lose quite a bit. Patman, his armor did not do as much as he probably thought it would. The Stoogs, mass deployed, mass died. And Megawatt, yeah, his Oswin did pretty well until they all got annihilated in one big blob. Let's see. Rip my question, says Mighty Owl. I don't know what your question was. This game had me curious about the ranks of the players. My last game, what is Prestige 2, rank 300 Private? I thought Private would be low rank wise. Well, I mean, all these guys were pretty much scattered in their overall play time. So, this just means overall play time. Doesn't necessarily give, like, how good they are. But I think it does go to show that, yeah, even though these guys had more experience and had the winning, like, hand, they were about to win. AI came in with some good Firefly support and managed to push back the enemy. So awesome job to see. What a weird fucking game. That's all I'm gonna say. But thank you so much to Old Fritz for submitting it. Again, if you have a replay or a game you want me to cover, showcase it in my Gmail or Discord down below. But otherwise, from Greyshot17, and I'll see all you guys next time. Hello everyone, before y'all go, you can check out more content above, you can subscribe, and you can hear as I talk about some amazing people who support me on Patreon, which include Folkvard, Aphyria, Joey G240, Milam, Ace, ShinobiWarrior, PyroShark, XSomeToolx, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support. You literally help this channel keep on growing, so thank you. If you want to support the channel, again, check out some of the stuff I mentioned. Otherwise, I'll see all of you next time.